We approach what is moral and what is not moral, and who is right and who is wrong, as if Hello everyone, Happy New Year! My name is Oksana Bihon, and this channel is dedicated for the self-care for the body, mind and spirit. And this is the first video in the series that is titled Exercises for the Mind and Spirit. So the idea is that in each video there will be a short exercise for our mind to challenge how we look at things and to see if we can examine the way we perceive the world and the way we think about it, the way we look at things. And so hopefully this will lead to not only intellectual enjoyment, but also hopefully it will help us to look at things from a different point of view, from a more holistic point of view, and help us to be a bit happier. So you may see this sweet cat with me. This is Riri. So I closed the door first, but she was scratching on the door. She wanted to hang out with me. So I hope you don't mind that she will be with me. So the first exercise for the mind and spirit is the following. It is not possible to achieve exactness in defining what is moral and what is not. So I am a mathematician by training, and I like exactness in things. And you may say, well, but I'm not a mathematician, so how does that relate to me? The thing is that when we think about a system of morality, it often happens that we approach what is moral and what is not moral, and who is right and who is wrong, as if it was possible to determine. And I'm not even talking here that it's hard for us to determine because we do not know all of the details. I am talking about the situation when we know all of the details of a certain situation. It's still not possible with our human mind to determine, even with all of the information, that what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is evil. Okay, I have to open the closet for the kitty. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Well, she doesn't want to go in the closet now. She wants to come back to me. Okay, so we were talking about what is right and what is wrong, what is good and what is evil, and that it is in principle not possible for us in our human mind to know all of these things. So I'm going to sort of justify this argument, but it's an argument that I'm claiming is beyond our understanding. So when I sort of justify it, I'm not going to be able to completely justify it because it is beyond our understanding. So I'm going to use some spiritual text, religious text. In particular, I'm going to use the Bible to justify this. So the statement is that a consistent, comprehensive, and all-inclusive and exact system of morality is not possible. That a system that would be consistent from the point of view of our human mind. And why is that? Is because the original sin, when Adam and Eve, when we think that the original sin in that Bible story was that they wanted to eat from the forbidden tree. The original sin was to want to know what is good and what is evil and to be like God. And so we humans, we do not have enough capacity to be able to know these things. And it didn't work out very well for Adam and Eve to want to know what is good and evil and to want to be like God. The story goes that they have endured a lot of suffering because they wanted to know these things. So what happened is that they became more self-centered and more centered on other human beings, and therefore more judgmental, instead of being centered on God. Only God knows what is good and evil, and is able to judge justly. We are not, in principle, we are not able to judge justly, because we don't really know what's good and evil. I'm not saying that we should not try. I'm not saying that the system, the judicial system that we have in many countries, that is not good. But I'm just saying that in principle we cannot have a consistent, comprehensive, all-inclusive and exact system of morality. So what that means is that if we want to really be good, we need to look towards something that is beyond us. We need to look toward God. We need to look toward things that are sort of always beyond our capacity to feel and to understand. And so if we rely only on our own constructs or constructs of other human beings, we will be prone to make terrible mistakes that will be costly to us and others. And does it mean that we should not use our own capacities? Not at all. Of course, we should use logical reasoning. We should be informed by our emotions, because one of the purposes of emotions is to provide us with information, to pay attention to certain things. Prayer is good, reading the scriptures, connection with nature, all of these help us to discern God's will and to absorb God's guidance. But I believe that we must not act as if we can know what is good and evil, because we can't, and we don't know what's good and evil. And if we did know, if it was possible for us with our own human capacities to know what's good and evil, why would God need to give to Moses the 10 Commandments? Why would Jesus need to teach his disciples and all of us how to pray? The prayer, Our Father, it comes from the Son of God. God taught us how to pray to God. So this is it. This is just a snippet to think about. What do you think? Is it possible to have all-inclusive, comprehensive, exact system of morality? Is it possible or not? And do you engage in thinking, trying to figure out in some situations who was right, who was wrong, and try to understand to the very last piece, every last detail, the morality of a situation? I'm curious about your responses.